Okay, and I'm going to go to Representative Cunningham, because I've got to go up and vote here, that's why.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And the section 2, which just starts out new section of towns and cities, is the portion of the non-germane amendment that we had a hearing for, and that leaves every portion where we actually take action, eliminated that entire section that was titled findings. That was done primarily because of the confusion that it could engender, particularly with the other 300 and some representatives on the floor who will probably take 15 seconds to read this bill. And if they start this first section, they may even become confused that they're voting for the very types of issues that we're actually passing a bill to halt.
Yeah, if I may, Mr. Chairman, this is a question of protocol. Earlier this morning on 351, we passed 2 amendments and combined them at the end.
Yes.
This one we have 2 separate issues. I've never done that before. Is that?
We have no choice.
No. It's not a question of choice.
Right.
Are we allowed to do that?
Yes, that's the reason why I did it. I was told that I had to have 1 amendment coming out.
Yes, I know.
Right. So even like the other one here that I had our clerk, administrative assistant call up to to the clerk's office on this for clarification.
No, if it's kosher, it's fine.
Yeah, it is kosher because on one of the other ones that we got 2 amendments, I have to go when we're done and go and have them combined to 1.
Okay.
That's why I explained to you all
I just wanted to
earlier.
make sure that we were
Right.
doing things
Yes.
the right way.
So to save you the trouble on now, instead of doing it on 2, now he did it already, and I gotta go do the other one after.
All right.
Okay. Representative Wilkins.
Just one thing. Personally, I think this whole thing that came up today, I know that some people knew about the I.C.L.E.I thing, and it went through other committees, and then it came to this committee, and then it went to another committee, and all this stuff. I don't understand why it got watered down in county municipal. I know we all know the chairman there, Lynn Ober. I have great respect for her. Unfortunately, she was not here to see why, what happened. They didn't have time to do it. I've never agreed to do non-germane stuff. Personally, even last term when Democrats were in power, respectfully, I kind of understand what this is all about. I kind of agree with it, but respectfully, I will not vote for this.
Okay.
But having said that, everybody else can vote whichever they want. I will not fight this. I will not do anything like that. No blurbs will be written.
Right.
But I just wanted to say that.
Right, I understand, I respect that. I want you to keep in mind, remember I said earlier on germane, this non-germane bill is already something that didn't pass the House.
This is
But
germane.
this is germane. It has to
This
do
is
with property.
germane, and it also has to do with property issues, so we want to keep that in mind.
Property issue.
But, go ahead, you had something there?
No, that was what I
Okay. Yes.
This, it's weird, it just sounds weird, this is germane and attaching
Right.
it on. But last year when we had the parrot bill, when I first found out that the parrots were illegal, I called former speaker, Donna Sytek, and she explained to me the process of attaching, and I'm like, she didn't have to repeat it, because it was all new to me. But she told me about how it is allowed, you can attach things onto other bills, especially now when it's the end of the year and we don't have a choice, and this is such an important issue. It's just not done very often.
I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. I can't. I don't feel comfortable supporting it. That's all. I don't know if everybody else feels. That's their own thing.
Thank you, Madam Chair. May I ask a question of Representative Cartwright? Representative Cartwright, who was chair at the time your bill went before the municipal and county?
Well, when it was assigned, it was Beverly Ferranti, but by the time the hearing came about, Lynn Ober had just taken over. And do you want me to tell you why, the whole discussion of why it was?
If the chair would allow.
Sure.
Yes, please.
So they heard it. I had all the same people here to testify. However, because it was a second committee, she felt, I want to make sure I get this, that it couldn't be changed because it was a second committee. And that she felt that it wasn't enough time to have a study. So that's why they voted to ITL it at that point.
Thank you. And I would comment that I served on municipal and county government, or, yeah, municipal and county. And it's a very busy committee, and I know historically, we took the view at the time I was on, that if the bill wasn't ready for mainstream, it wasn't our job to take the time to fix it. So there was a lot of the attitude of, rather than make a good attempt appropriate, sometimes they get lost along the way.
Yeah, Madam Chairman, if I may, I mean, I respect, Representative Oprah a great deal, and, and she's got a little, great deal of experience and knows what she's doing, so I don't fault her for taking that approach. And I understand, there's a lot of legislation that comes through municipal. When I was chair, we had 138 bills, but we did work, the last 3 weeks, 5 days a week from 9 to midnight, so we got it done. So when they said that they're really busy, I kind of back off on that one, but I understand where you're coming from. Thank you.
Any further discussion on the amendment?
Other than, thank you. Other than, I don't like it being referred to as a non-germane because it's doing the same thing that the bill for Franconia and Oak State Park is doing, or Cannon Mountain. It's doing the same thing. We're protecting the land. We're protecting the land from being taken over by leasing, and we're protecting the land by being taken over by a foreign country or a foreign thought. So I think they're germane together. My opinion.
Yeah, Madam Chairman, it's unfortunate that the word germane was used, mistakenly this morning. It is relevant, and we do have, we're following the rules, and we're actually in line with the House position, tacking it onto a Senate bill, so that I don't have a problem with it. So it is relevant legislation. We'll leave it at that.
We've been fighting this so long.
Yeah. And one more thing. I wished we had voted on them separately, because I'm between a rock and a hard place here. I certainly, do not, I do not like them at all. And when I was doing my homework, I mean, all these red flags going up, and I didn't even know how we got to this point to begin with, without people realizing. On the surface, it sounds like a really nice thing, but it's the biggest scam going for the U.S. that I've ever seen. So, all right, that being said, I've got a tough one on this one.
And I'll make one more comment. Of course, you can always ask the speaker to divide the bill on the House floor.
No, I would not do that. Are you kidding?
I
I like them both.
Bottom line, remember the testimony today, this is unconstitutional. We have an obligation. Get rid of it.
I'm sorry, what was that, Representative?
It's unconstitutional.
Representative, it's has said.
Oh, no, is that constitutional?
It's unconstitutional.
No, I agree, that's the
We
point I
have
was
an
going to bring up
obligation
when I was doing
to
it.
get rid of it.
Oh, yeah, okay, totally agree.
You want to green vote?
I don't have a lot left, but somebody can have mine, and I can always get more. Oh, Bill left it. Do you have any?
All right, any further discussion on this amendment?
No, I know you want
We digress.
Representative Longo,
Somebody want one of these?
are you guys raising your hand because you have further discussion, or are you raising your hand? Okay. All right, seeing no further discussion on this amendment, I'm going to ask the clerk to call the roll on, we had a motion for ought to pass on the amendment, is that correct?
Yes, it was already done.
No, on the amendment.
The motion was made by,
I don't think we've had a motion on the amendment.
No, you
Vote on
got a
the
motion.
amendment. We got a motion on the amendment.
Yes.
Second.
Had a motion and a
Oh,
second.
wait, let me ask a procedural question. If we vote on the amendment, does that preclude anybody who is not present from voting on the bill?
No.
As
No.
amended?
No,
Okay,
no, no.
so if Representative Baldessaro comes in, he can vote on the bill.
We don't want
as long as the motion is made when he's present.
Okay, all right. I'll ask clerk to call the roll.
Representative Smith,
Yes.
Representative Cunningham,
Yes.
Representative Kingsbury,
Yes.
Representative Larson Schultz votes yes. Representative Lundgren.
Yes.
Representative McCarthy.
Yes.
Representative Nodder.
Yes.
Representative Rokas.
No.
Representative Cloutier.
No.
Representative TaBurge.
Yes.
Representative Swinford.
Yes.
Representative Hogan.
Yes.
Representative Kaloji.
Yes.
Representative Prue.
Yes.
Chairman Blankenbecker.
Yes. What was the vote?
13-2.
Would you say that again, please?
13-2.
13-2.
All right, I am,
13-2.
okay, I'm gonna recess.
Who were the two twos?
Ross, go ahead and recess.
All right, I'm gonna recess this executive hearing for 5 minutes so that Representative Baldassare can get back.
How long?
I apologize, but we do the amendment
It's all about
We
it.
already did the amendment, it passed 13-2.
13-2.
And when you reconvene, I would like to be recognized for a motion.
Okay. We're going to reconvene on the executive session, SB 217. I'll go to Representative Cunningham.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I would like to move Senate Bill 217 as amended as ought to pass.
Okay, I have a motion from Representative Cunningham on 217 ought to pass. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, we have not, I'm going to go with her since she's
In the committee?
committee.
Everyone is outing.
Okay, and is there any discussion?
Mr. Chairman, if I may?
Yes.
the number on that amendment?
Excuse me? The amendment was the amendment number
22098.
That's not my question.
2098. I'm going to recognize Representative Rokas.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I think the bill is a good bill. Unfortunately, I voted against the amendment, so I will have to vote against the bill because the amendment that was attached to it. So that's about it. That's all I got.
Why don't you vote for it? You can change your mind.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell anyone you don't care about that.
Mr. Chairman, that being said, I believe that my colleagues aren't against the amendment per se. It's just a question of the protocol, that's all.
I understand. I would like to,
Thank you.
just for the record here, can anyone tell me what we've done wrong, just so we know, with protocol that the house, the history data of the house, the precedents of the house, that we're not complying?
No. You're not, may I?
Right, yes, just for clarification.
It's not you're not complying with something. I just don't feel comfortable doing it this way.
Right.
I didn't feel comfortable with the Democrats did it 2 years ago.
Right,
I don't feel comfortable with the Republicans doing it this way.
right, I understand.
That's just the whole, that was my thing.
Because Representative TaBurge almost hurt my feelings,
Oh, no,
almost.
no.
But,
No, nothing has been done wrong here, please. We don't need to. No.
but I wanted to make sure that the process
The process is nothing wrong with
was, okay, good, all right. Thank you, sir.
it. You're welcome. Come on, you get it.
Okay, any other discussion on this?
Yes, sir.
If there's no other discussion on this here, then I'm going to ask ought to pass on Senate Bill 217 as amended by Amendment 22098, and I'll ask the clerk, please take a vote.
Representative Blankenbecker.
Yes.
Representative Smith.
Yes.
Representative Cunningham.
Yes.
Representative Kingsbury.
Yes.
Representative Larson Schultz votes yes. Representative Lundgren.
Yes.
Representative McCarthy.
Yes.
Representative Nodder.
Yes.
Representative Rokas.
No.
Representative Cloutier.
No.
Representative TaBurge.
Yes.
Representative Swinford.
Yes.
Representative Hogan.
Yes.
Representative Kaloji.
Yes.
Representative Prue.
Absolutely.
Chairman Baldassare.
Yes.
Absolutely, yes.
And since I voted yes on this, I gotta get Representative TaBurge's address there so I can go buy some eggs off him since he'll be able to stay in business and show his mind.
Do you want fresh eggs or?
Okay, the vote is 14-2. I can put this, well, I'll tell you what, we can put it on the consent or we can put it on the,
You can put it on the consent if you like.
okay? Without objection, we'll put it on the consent
And then
calendar.
somebody wants to, you can pull it out.
Yeah.